You're watching the It's Hertime podcast with Cody and Jess.
I'm so excited to hear all about your episode, Period Mood Swings.
Yeah, they're not fun. They're not fun, but we're going to have fun talking about it.
Yeah.
And how we can fix them, right? That's what it's all about.
That's the real deal, is we can talk about it. We know what it feels like, but also we have the solution and know how to make you feel better, which is great.
Yeah.
This week, ready for our Mixers Girls Say? You ready?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
So a couple weeks ago, I asked on our Instagram stories, ladies, sometimes you just need to hear it from someone else. You need to hear it from other people than us, that we love our products, other women love our products, that they're seeing success with using our products. And so I opened it up and I said, women, let's hear it from the people.
Tell us, people.
Tell us what you think. Tell us what your favorite mixers mocktails are. I just slid my hand and grabbed Cody. So ladies wrote in and let us know about their favorite mixers mocktails. Ready?
Oh, good. I like this because this gives us all kinds of good ideas.
Yes.
Write this down.
Her greens.
Oh, wow.
I've struggled with constipation and this has been a game changer. Not a mocktail, but we like this even better than a mocktail. Regularity is the way to go.
That'll help with your period mood swings too.
There we go.
No more constipation.
Yep. Hertime and Her Greens for mood help and energy. My favorite.
Good.
Love it. I love my period now. And I used to cry while on my period. I had so much pain and so much bleeding. I love Hertime. You know what? That's actually like a shift I can relate to, because now I view my period as like a sign of health. It's education. It's like informative. It comes and goes, so it doesn't ruin a whole week of my life. And so I love that she now is like, hey, I love my period, because it can be something that's just full of information.
Yeah. Not something we have to dread.
Yes. Her love spicing up my 15-year marriage.
Yeah.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow. We love that.
Yeah, we do.
Someone writes, I love all of them. All caps. Yes, so do we.
Thank you.
Hertime and Her Multi are the best. I will never go without them. We love that. Look, there's so many people that love mixers, mocktails. We love them too. So let us know what you're mixing.
Yeah.
Let us know what your favorite combos
are.
Some
good ideas.
It inspires us for yummy recipes. I love strawberry lemonade, Hertime Daily with coconut Her Multi.
Ooh, that's like a little strawberry pina colada.
Poolside.
Yeah.
What's yours?
You know what? It's kind of surprising actually. It's the Her Defense. So it's like an orange juice. And it mixes really well with so many of our Hertime flavors, but I'm also liking the strawberry lemonade one because it makes it feel like, Orange Julius, like a little bit. Like they had drinks like that were yummy. That's kind of my favorite little drink right now that I've got going. But
let's talk mood swings. Mixers is a company made for women by women. Each of our products have been carefully and lovingly crafted to support you in all stages of your life, providing you with the optimal health you deserve. Each ingredient we handpick is 100% all natural, backed by science, and chosen specifically to better your life physically, mentally, and hormonally. Each product empowers your body to take charge of its monthly hormonal shift and flows, empowering you to live life to the fullest. Let Mixers take care of your needs from sunup to sundown, and you take care of the rest. Check us out at mixers.com, MIXHERS.
Ladies, we all know how annoying it can be when our friends or family members accuse us of being moody around our periods. But what if there's the teensiest bit of truth to their words, or maybe even a ton of truth? As much as we may not want to admit it, period mood swings are a real PMS symptom. That's why when we're approaching our period, we tend to become a little more on edge than usual. Things that wouldn't normally be a big deal might suddenly set us off, often to our own surprise, as well as the surprise of every other person in our vicinity. If you're tired of feeling like your premenstrual mood swings are completely out of your control, you'll be happy to know that there may be some things that we can do to minimize them. But first, we need to understand why they're happening in the first place. Contrary to what your brother used to tell you, your monthly mood swings are probably not an indication of severe mental disorders. More likely, they're just a premenstrual symptom. They can, however, impact your quality of life and your relationships. So let's talk and take a deep dive into what's causing our Mr. Hyde episodes and how we can take better control of our emotional symptoms each and every single month. But let's first talk about what are mood swings. Mood swings refer to rapid changes in mood. It's normal and healthy to have variances in mood over time. based on our circumstances. It's impossible to feel overjoyed every single moment, every single day. Plus, that would be exhausting. Though everyone has happy days and sad days and everything in between, menstrual cycle mood changes are much more drastic. There is nothing gradual about the mood swings some of us women experience in the days leading up to our menstrual cycle. Usually, these rapid changes in moods are due to hormone changes. Though we want to focus on period-related mood swings in this episode, it is still important to understand that there are other potential mood swing causes. Sometimes rapid mood symptoms can be due to substance use and abuse, certain health conditions, and of course, mental health or mood disorders. If your mood swings are not associated with a diagnosed mental health disorder and tend to come around the same time every single month, you're probably dealing with premenstrual syndrome or something similar to that. Let's take a deeper look into why so many of us girls get so emotional around our menstrual cycle. We're going to talk about all of that and how we can help ourselves get through that with ease. It can be intensely frustrating when we feel increased anger, anxiety, or irritability, even if it's only for a week or two out of the month, which is plenty. Many women, though, find themselves wondering, why am I so emotional on my period? The answer can almost always be traced back to our remarkable female hormones. The female body goes through a lot of hormonal fluctuations during different phases of the menstrual cycle. When we approach our menstrual period, changes in our estrogen and progesterone levels become more pronounced. These hormones can also influence our body's serotonin levels. Serotonin is a hormone that's linked to feelings of happiness and well-being. And when our serotonin levels drop too low, we're more likely to feel sad and overwhelmed. But not all women who menstruate experience PMS mood swings. So what's up with that? What makes some women different from others and how they experience monthly mood swings? For most women with excessive anxiety, irritability, sadness around menstruation, the problem stems from a hormone imbalance. No surprise there, right? When estrogen or progesterone dip too low or spike too high, unpleasant symptoms such as PMS, increased food cravings, breast tenderness, and other symptoms of PMS can occur. Hormone imbalances don't have to be permanent, though. That's the good news. They often can be resolved, but they will never be resolved on their own without intervention. There are things, though, that we can do to gently bring our hormones back into balance. I want to give you some specific suggestions. I always love to give you action steps for how you can balance your hormones and prevent mood swings, but I'm going to do that later in the episode because first, I want to talk about how can periods cause mood swings. In addition to all the crazy stuff that's going on with our hormones around our periods, women have to deal with a lot of other symptoms that could cause anyone to get a little cranky. Imagine if men bled from their nether regions for 3 to 7 days out of the month, they'd become more irritable too. The fact of the matter is, dealing with monthly periods is not an easy task. We plan our recreational activities around our cycles, and many of us have had vacations ruined by the unexpected early arrival of Aunt Flo. So even though our goal should be to get through our period with as little discomfort or irritation as possible, we shouldn't be too hard on ourselves if we get a little snappy at times. We deal with things every month that could drive anyone crazy, let's be honest. So give yourself a pat on the back for getting through the month without completely losing your marbles on everyone around you. So let's talk about what are some premenstrual disorders that can cause mood swings. Before we move on to how we can prevent and handle our mood swings, we first do need to talk about situations when our mood swings are more severe than normal. Increased irritability and anxiety are both super common PMS symptoms, but other common PMS symptoms include food cravings and tender breasts and fatigue and so much more. Did you know that there's an estimated 3 out of 4 women who menstruate who experience some type of premenstrual syndrome in their lifetimes? PMS symptoms can range from moderate to severe and tend to occur in a predictable pattern. We're all super familiar with monthly cramps and bleeding, but some of the potential symptoms of PMS are pretty surprising. According to the Mayo Clinic, women with PMS may experience things like trouble falling asleep, poor concentration, crying spells. I know we've all been there. Weight gain due to all of the fluid retention, acne flare-ups, or abdominal bloating. You can become intolerant to alcohol consumption, depression, diarrhea, or constipation. Some women think these symptoms are normal because we're just used to them, and they just think it's part of any menstrual cycle. But the good news is that many women can experience life without these symptoms. Some of us may experience a reduction of our monthly PMS symptoms when we balance our hormones with medication, with lifestyle changes, or with natural supplements. Severe PMS symptoms can negatively impact daily life. If your symptoms are debilitating, you probably aren't experiencing PMS though. You're more likely experiencing premenstrual dysphoric disorder. It's also known as PMDD. Premenstrual dysphoric disorder is marked by intense mood swings that may include feelings of anger and anxiety and irritability and depression. Luckily, there are not many women who suffer from PMDD, but if you do, you should definitely seek professional help to get your symptoms under control. PMDD is not something to take lightly. PMDD symptoms can be potentially life-threatening. Women with this condition sometimes feel so overwhelmed and depressed that they resort to suicidal thoughts. So if you've ever had thoughts about harming yourself, I am begging you to seek emergency help immediately. Let's talk, though, a little bit about how long do PMS mood swings last, okay? Most women begin experiencing emotional and physical symptoms approximately about 1 to 2 weeks before the start of their period. Usually, these symptoms begin to taper off within the first few days of bleeding. How long you experience PMS mood swings and other associated symptoms really just depends on a variety of factors, including your specific hormone levels and as well as your family history of PMS. If your symptoms last longer than 1 to 2 weeks, you probably want to consult with your gynecologist or another healthcare provider. He or she may decide to run some tests to figure out why you're experiencing such intense or long-lasting symptoms. Let's talk about if mood swings can actually be prevented. For those of us with period mood swings and other PMS symptoms, there is hope. It for sure can be prevented. We may be able to prevent or at least minimize our monthly mood swings by doing some of these things like getting good nutrition, right? Resisting junk food cravings that often come on with PMS can help us avoid those drops in our blood sugar. As you already know, a blood sugar drop can make your mood turn south really fast. Try to fill up on veggies, fruits, and protein, okay? So that you're less likely to reach for unhealthy foods that can mess with your hormones and your health. Also, it's so important to get enough sleep. It's best to always get sufficient sleep, but you should pay extra attention to how much shut-eye you're getting in at least the week leading up to your period, because lack of sleep is definitely a factor behind menstrual mood swings. All right, also manage your stress levels. We know that's not as simple as it sounds, but it's important for your mental health, especially around your period. If you can't get rid of some of the stressors in your life, consider taking up yoga or meditation to help you deal with those stressors more constructively. Also, take a hormone balancing supplement. Balancing your hormones should be top priority if you regularly experience period mood swings. Proper hormone balance is essential, and it's a huge part of women's health. Hertime is a great solution for women who need help keeping their hormones balanced. It contains an effective blend of roots and herbs and vitamins and minerals that all can help bring and keep female hormones in balance. And also, I know I talk about this a lot, but stop taking birth control. Hormonal birth control is a well-known culprit behind many female hormone imbalances and PMS symptoms. If it's feasible, try to wean yourself off your birth control pill and use other non-hormonal forms of contraception to help you with your family planning goals. You can also take antidepressant medications as appropriate and prescribed. These types of antidepressants may reduce mood swings related to PMS. All right, all of these tactics that I've just mentioned may help you prevent PMS mood swings going forward. Just remember that it takes time for the body to catch up once you make lifestyle changes that impact your hormones. It's not a quick fix, although I know we all wish it was. Don't give up until you've tried all of the above methods that I've just talked about for at least 3 months. I usually say at least 3 months, but really for several months. Let's talk quickly now about what are some ways to handle mood swings. If you don't have a lot of luck preventing your mood swings, there are some ways that we can handle them once they pop up. Treating mood swings isn't rocket science, but it does require some effort and some forethought. So I want to share some things that you can try next time you feel like you're losing your cool. Okay, my favorite is to exercise, even if you only have time to squeeze in a couple 15-minute walks during the day. Exercise can help boost your mood by releasing hormones like serotonin and sending more oxygen to your brain. Plus, it releases energy through this exercise, and it's a great way to keep that energy from coming out in less productive ways. Also, it's so helpful to talk to somebody. It sounds simplistic, but simply chatting with someone who cares about you can be a great mood booster. Feel free to talk about your frustrations and anything else you're currently feeling in the moment, but try to end the conversation on a positive note if you can. Also, something that I have tried myself and it's made a big difference is to get creative. Start putting your energy into an art project or other type of creative outlet. It can be so therapeutic. It can also take our attention away from the things or the people who are currently causing us to feel more stressed or irritable than usual. Another great thing is to write in a journal. If you don't have someone to talk to, why not talk to yourself? Writing your thoughts and feelings down in a journal is a great way to release pent-up emotions so they don't spill over in the form of tears or yelling. If you want to, you can keep 2 separate journals, one for like your everyday events and one for times when you're feeling down or irritable. Another possible purpose for a journal is to document your mood shifts and what's happening when you experience them. Just like you do with period tracking, you may be able to recognize patterns over time and identify triggers for your mood swings. Also, I think it's really important to create a routine and to stick with it. You might want to eat all day long and binge watch TV when you're in the middle of a PMS mood swing, but eating too frequently or snacking on the wrong types of foods can negatively impact your hormones and make you feel even worse. So, to keep your mood as even and as steady as possible, create an eating and sleeping routine and stick with it throughout your period. Also, it feels so good to take a warm shower or bath. We often associate warmth with feelings of comfort and security. When you're feeling overwhelmed by your emotions, just try soaking in a warm shower or bath. If you decide to bathe, consider putting some Epsom salts into your bath. It gives you that magnesium and that helps to relax all of those tense muscles. You're going to probably feel like a new woman by the time your TLC session is done. All right. How do you know when it's time to actually go talk to a doctor? It's natural to feel down sometimes, but how can you tell if your feelings of sadness are normal and fleeting or if they are more serious? If you're feeling depressed, here are a few signs that you should talk to your doctor about your symptoms. First, if your depression is causing you to lose your appetite. Second, you're feeling more distant from your loved ones or your hobbies or other things that you used to enjoy doing. Third is you experience irrational thinking. Fourth, you may have more bad days of the week than you do good. Fifth, you're unable to concentrate. Sixth, you have thoughts about hurting yourself. If you experience any of the things that I just mentioned, please go see a doctor as soon as possible. There's no reason to feel shame for being depressed. Many people struggle with similar mental health conditions. You're not alone. The most important thing for you to do is seek help so you can go on living and experiencing a higher quality of life. We believe at Mixers that every woman deserves to live life to the fullest. That's what we are here for. And that's what you're here for too. I love having you guys here and I love having these types of conversations. I really hope that you enjoyed today's episode and that you learned some things. But most of all, I hope you feel connected and that you know that you're not alone. We are all seeking solutions because we care about our health and we want to live life to the fullest. So with that, I'm going to encourage you girls to go and share this episode with the girls in your life that could benefit from listening to this episode. Plus, if you don't mind, give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so that you never miss an episode of this podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been my pleasure to be here with you. I want you guys to join us every single week. Every Tuesday, we come out with a new episode of the It's Hertime podcast. So you don't want to miss it. You want to be there because we have some exciting things coming up. Until then, I hope you guys have a very happy and healthy week. Bye.